Thank you so much for your precious time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This isn't my opinion, this is what neuroscience shows, and you can even find it in reliable scientific encyclopedias or study it in college. We think that something bad is happening in our life. Maybe a lack of friends, a lack of life between work or school, romantic loneliness, financial pressure, an identity crisis, feeling lost and broken with no future, literally. Imagine any situation that ever made you feel just off, empty, like you're not in your own skin. Or imagine a thought that suddenly made the world feel colorless, like there is a literal storm inside your soul and lightning is hitting you. Imagine any feeling, any thought, any situation that oppressed your soul to some degree. Now, on my channel, you might already know what I'm talking about. Inside your brain, it often looks like this. This is happening in my life. Other people live like this, and I don't. I don't have enough social connection. I have financial pressure. I have no life outside work or school. Nobody likes me. I'm not enough. I'm awful. Or maybe something traumatic happened in the past. Any thought possible. Anything that feels like it's tearing your soul apart 24/7 and you feel like you cannot even move forward. Now you might be like, okay, a thought happened, therefore I feel this way. But no. The majority, around 90 to 98% of your feelings, and even the tone of your thoughts, are not generated by the situations you think they are coming from. And this is the crazy part. Your brain is constantly receiving signals from your body, hundreds of them every second, and before you think a single thought, your brain is already reading those body signals and creating a feeling. Then later your thinking brain tries to explain that feeling with a story. So sometimes the feeling comes first and the thought comes later. Let me show you some of the body signals that influence your emotion and thoughts the most. One big signal is sleep. When you are tired, the emotional parts of your brain become louder and the logical parts become quieter. The exact same life that felt manageable yesterday can suddenly feel hopeless at night. That means situations can start to feel darker, heavier, and suddenly your thoughts during the day might start screaming at you, becoming intrusive, like what the hell is happening? But it's usually sleep combined with other signals. Another huge one is blood sugar. If your brain does not have enough energy, everything can suddenly feel heavier and more negative. Let's say you don't have a romantic partner. Normally that might feel neutral, but when your brain lacks energy, suddenly it can bother you way more. Then there is breathing and oxygen. Your brain constantly measures oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood. If breathing becomes shallow or irregular, your brain can create anxiety signals. Suddenly a problem appears and that problem can start to drain your soul much more intensely. Another powerful signal is your immune system. When the immune system is active, it releases chemicals that can directly affect mood, motivation, and energy. Suddenly, your thoughts start drifting toward the darker parts of your life and darker feelings attached to them. Then there are hormones. Hormones change how sensitive your brain is to stress, connection, reward, and motivation. We explore them in other videos because they are almost the most powerful signals of all. Another signal is hydration. Even mild dehydration can affect focus, mood, and emotional stability. It sounds simple, but it's mind-blowing how your situation can feel darker because of it. Then there is body temperature. If your body is too hot or too cold, your brain can interpret your life as more uncomfortable or irritating than it actually is. Another one is gut signals. Your stomach and intestines constantly communicate with your brain through nerves and chemicals, influencing how calm or uneasy you feel. Your brain might suddenly find calmer parts of your life and problems feel more neutral, or your brain finds something irritating and suddenly the same situations feel heavier to carry on your back, like your soul is getting crushed. Then there is physical fatigue. Yes, even physical fatigue, as absurd as it sounds, when your body is exhausted, the brain can start reading the world as more threatening and or overwhelming. Your problems then might suddenly feel much bigger, much darker, and your brain can start creating harsher interpretation of your life. And another major signal is stress chemistry. Things like cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals can completely change how the brain interprets reality. So what often happens is this. First the body sends signals, then the brain generates a feeling. Only after that, the thinking part of your brain starts searching for a story to explain the feeling. The insula part of your brain receives hundreds of body signals. Then it scans your life and finds something that sounds believable. Maybe friends, maybe money, maybe loneliness, maybe future, anything. But many times the feeling actually started inside your body first, which means something very mind-blowing. Your brain is often just reacting to signals coming from your body. And you might be thinking something like this. Okay, if there are hundreds of body signals and they can change how I feel, if there are hundreds of body signals and they can change how I feel, then what might actually help? And I feel bad right now. This is not a self-help channel in any way, shape, or form, but I want to explore this next. Feel free to hang out with me even more and explore our thoughts and feelings together with absolutely no pressure. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Especially take care. I wish you so much joy, strength, and resilience in this absurd world. Take care, and I can't wait to catch you soon.